Well, good evening. Here we are. We got kind of moving along on this dude here. Let's see where to start. My wonderful redneck wire running over to the battery. Still haven't got that fixed yet. I'm getting to it. The test drive went very well on this thing. I haven't got a chance to really video anything. Everything started falling together so fast that I got behind. So here we go. 2 7-inch fans installed, ready to go. They work fine. They got to move a bunch of air for being as small as they are. Let's see here. Still haven't got the charging system done. So we're keep the battery charged with the battery charger, and we can run it as we need it. But there's the fans, and I built a wire loom that runs down the engine with the rest of the stuff. And then I ran it in the cab. I've started installing I've got the carpet installed. Waiting on a piece for the 4-wheel drive lever to dry. I'm not going to use all of it, just part of it. And got Mr. Shiny put on. Got my new steering wheel in, and got all the covers and the wiring done. We'll turn the key on here, and even with a Dodge column, we got blinkers. And as you can tell, you can hear the fans running, and there's my fan switch. Fans are on now. So let's walk over here and I can show them to you. We'll get up high. You hear them? I don't know if you can hear them, but they move quite a bit of air. I can feel it right there. So we'll see how they work. If I have to, then I'll take off at 7 and put in a 10 or a 12. But so far, I think it'll work. I haven't got it hot yet, but I wanted to get this other stuff done. Pulled the valve apart for the tanks. It was gummed up and full of either mud daubers or varnished gas. I don't know, but I got it all cleaned out. Took it completely apart and got it working. So I'm gonna get that installed tonight. The AC unit is all reinstalled, up nice and tight. Got the switch working. I might have already mentioned that. I'm not sure. The only thing that I don't have working is the emergency flashers, and I'm going to work on that this evening. I pulled the tank out to pull this bolt that was down here in the it was touching the tank, and I was afraid over the vibration and the bouncing that it actually might have an issue. So I just pulled it out, and I took about 1 inch off of it, ground it down to where the threads were smooth, ran a die down it, bolted it right back up, no problem. Put the tank back in, ready to go. All my lights back here are working, the brake lights, the turn signals. I got that all done. If everything goes right, tomorrow we will be installing the bed on this dude. And we've got the rest of our Eric's got the rest of the exhaust parts, and the 5-inch tip will be out about right here, but I want to wait until the bed is on because I want it flush with the end of the bed. So we'll see how that works. I'm sure, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but all my gauges work. The fuel gauges, the oil temp or oil pressure and water temp, those all work. The only one I don't have is the alternator yet. I'm still working on that, waiting on a buddy of mine to get a hold of me. And as you can tell, she's coming together. Starting to look like a truck again. I didn't have to do any modification on the covers of for the column. It looks pretty good. And they're just sitting there. I want to try to delete the key out of it, but I don't know if I can to get rid of the steering wheel lock. I might have to just break the key, shove it in there, and turn it and just leave it. And more of a might use it as a security deal where, you know, I don't know. It's kind of ugly looking, but we'll go from there. But I like the wheel the way it came out. It looks really nice in here. So that's about it for right now. The fans are still running. I guess I didn't turn the key off. Still have to work on my air cleaner system. It's kind of tight fit in here, and I have to replace that clamp on the turbo. I guess I got a little overzealous when I tightened it back down and I twisted it. I don't think it's broke. It might just be bent. I can't find it right there. So we'll have to see what we can come up with and maybe just fix it. But right now, that's about it. I've already got the voltage regulator installed. This is ready to go. I'm just waiting on my buddy to come give me a hand with it. So I'm hoping to hear from him tomorrow, get that all wired up. And I think once that's wired up, other than the air cleaner system, I might have to kind of leave the battery system the way it is and polish that off and kind of coil it up and make it look decent where it'll ride. Put the hood on it so I can drive it. I'm gonna put that old Dodge the old Dodge air cleaner up in here and make it work or something. I don't know yet. Those other aftermarket ones are a little ridiculous for just plastic, and they want too much money in my book. But yeah, it's looking good, and I'm getting so excited to drive this thing, you know, all over the place instead of up and down the road. The clutch in this thing is amazing. It works great. The throttle response is great since I turned the fuel pin. So I'm hoping that here in the next couple months I'll have it licensed and out on the road. I hope I'll be able to video going down the road legally. Anyway, we'll chat with you later.